Hello everyone and welcome to Heartbreakup. In today's video, we are going to talk about signs your spouse is having an affair. It's important to remember that there could be other explanations for any of these behaviors, and it's not a guarantee that your spouse is having an affair. However, if you notice several of these signs together, it may be a cause for concern. Number 1. Your spouse is spending less time with you and more time away from home, either working late or finding other excuses to be out of the house. Number 2. Your spouse becomes secretive, guarding their phone, passwords, or computer. Number 3. Your spouse has suddenly taken an interest in improving their physical appearance, dressing up more often, or working out more frequently. Number 4. Your spouse is emotionally distant and withdrawn, showing less affection and intimacy. Number 5. Your spouse becomes defensive or angry when you ask about their activities or whereabouts. Number 6. There are unexplained expenses on bank or credit card statements, especially for meals, hotel stays, or gifts. Number 7. Your spouse is receiving calls or texts at odd hours and they quickly dismiss them or leave the room to take them. Number 8. You notice a sudden change in their behavior, such as becoming or more easily irritated or defensive. Number 9. Your spouse seems preoccupied or distracted, with their mind often seeming to be elsewhere. If you are concerned that your spouse is having an affair, it's important to have an honest conversation with them. Accusations can often be damaging, so approach the conversation with sensitivity and a willingness to listen. You may also want to consider seeking the help of a professional therapist or counselor to work through these issues. Continuing on the list, number 10, your spouse has unexplained absences or disappearances for periods of time without a reasonable explanation. Number 11, your spouse suddenly becomes more critical of you or starts to pick fights more often, perhaps as a way to justify their behavior. Number 12, you'll notice a change in their sex drive or sexual behavior, either a sudden increase or decrease. Number 13, your spouse is more protective of their phone or computer and may even get defensive or upset if you try to use it. Number 14, your spouse has a new group of friends that they seem to spend a lot of time with, but they don't seem to want you to meet them. Number 15, you find evidence of cheating, such as receipts or phone messages that suggest an affair. Again, it's important to remember that any one of these signs alone may not necessarily indicate that your spouse is having an affair. However, if you notice several of these signs together, or if your gut is telling you that something is not right, it may be worth exploring further. If you do suspect that your spouse is having an affair, it's important to approach the situation with care and seek support from friends, family, or professional therapists.